In the U.S., the daily case count of COVID-19 infections has dipped below 100,000 for the past 2 days in a row. It hasn't been that low since before the November election. In Washington, the focus is on the Senate impeachment trial of former President Donald Trump. The case against him that he incited a mob to storm the Capitol was laid out today. Jackson Proskow is following the trial for us.
With the Capitol still fortified by fences and razor wire,
the article of impeachment against Donald John Trump,
the Senate got to work on an historic post-presidential impeachment.
The gravest charges ever brought against a president of the United States in American history.
Republicans don't want to hear it.
They hated the results of the 2016 election and want to use this impeachment process to further their political agenda.
Echoing Trump's defense that the process is both unconstitutional and pointless now that he's out of office.
I think this thing is not going anywhere. I think it is a terrible, terrible waste of time.
Democrats argue there can't be an exception for Trump's conduct in his final days, even if that means impeaching a former president.
And we're going to the Capitol.
To make their case, Democrats presented a harrowing video of the moments lawmakers lived through, showing how Trump's words played into that grim day.
That's a high crime and misdemeanor. If that's not an impeachable offense, then there is no such thing.
The coming days will focus on a single article of impeachment for incitement of insurrection. Democrats will argue it was a moment months in the making that should disqualify Trump from holding future office.
This is a case where they're trying to steal an election. They're trying to rig an election.
Trump's defense wants to focus strictly on the events of January 6th.
You'll never take back our country with weakness.
In a 75-page rebuttal, Trump's legal team argued his use of the word fight on January 6th was in the figurative sense that has long been accepted in public discourse. They plan to claim the storming of the Capitol was pre-planned by rioters, not incited by the president.
It's difficult to say that now that the people who have been charged with the insurrection are now saying that he told us to do it. So who do you believe?
Who do you believe, Jackson? What is the timeline for this? When is the Senate trial likely to wrap up?
Well, Donna, with the Senate voting that the trial itself is in fact constitutional, they'll start the formal hearing tomorrow, but this could be done within a week. That's because, of course, there are no witnesses being called, but that also likely doesn't change the outcome, with Republicans unlikely to turn on Trump at this point, meaning it's unlikely they'll have the 2/3 needed to convict him in the Senate.
All right, Jackson Proskow in Washington, thanks.